I thought it was time for some flowers. So I've come here to this public garden where most of the work is done by volunteers to find some flowers. And sure enough, even at this late time of year, some flowers are in bloom. I'd like to share them with you. And this poem is about gardening. It's called Border Patrol. It's also about fascism, I suppose, and xenophobia. Because my favourite flower, for example, is purple, but purple, whole field full of purple, and nothing but purple. A bit drab, without the reds and the oranges and the yellows and the whites to make the purple sing. And of course some people would only like one kind of flower in their garden, and how drab and dull that would be for all of us. And here we have, I think these are black-eyed Susans. I think these are foxgloves. They're sleeping at the moment, but we know what they do when their time in the summer comes. These are lilies. Forgotten what these are called, but they're rather lovely too, rather much more delicate. And obviously if we only had the strongest flowers in our garden, then most flowers wouldn't be there. We just have the strong flowers, which again would be rather dull. Because all flowers, some are beautiful for their texture, some for their colour, some because they attract and feed butterflies and bees. I think stinging nettles should be in every garden really. They're not so pretty themselves, but if you want butterflies in your garden, you need to have the grasses and the nettles. Anyway, so as a gardener, you try and promote variety, different textures and scents, and blooming times at different times of year. So whenever you come into the garden, there's something rather beautiful there for you. There's lamb's tongues. See the lovely texture on those leaves. They catch the dew. They haven't got that at the moment, but the dew sparkles. Anyway, this poem is about what happens to us when we build fences and walls, and what happens to us as people when we live in fear and can't celebrate. I've just had a little dog visiting me. No worries. There we go. So yeah, what does happen to people who sort of go along with those ideas and they can't celebrate variety and difference? Apart from they end up with really boring gardens. What happens to them? Anyway, it's not a long poem. And it's called Border Patrol. Brushing past the wild briar, growing over the wall. This garden is English, the gardener said. While Himalaya rhododendroned near the sundial and tired powdered meteor dusted the daisies, drenched glistening in mist, once rain in Sargasso. White roses from China gulp English sun and shine in the shadow of the pink Tudor wall. This garden is English, the gardener said, watching swallows from Africa, rapier the air. Any love that lives here, in a world within walls, in a wildness made safe, no leopards allowed, a weeded out life, a vastness made small where our wild white horizons tear at the wall. In shadows of satellites stepping on fossils, once swampland and fern, now shattered to stone. This garden is English, he declares to the swallows, but the swallows have gone, and he is alone. Has he left it too late to climb the wild briar? Runs from the shadows as the evening turns chill. Meanwhile, crouched in the shadows, behind the sundial, his own leopard has been waiting, and the garden is still. Thank you.